Okay guys, just a quick brief update. We had 6.5 inches of rain and it did collapse, but I got the collapse out the other day. I'm right at 19 feet at this point now, and I've got one more foot to go, and then I'm going to start putting the heyday blocks in there. But started collecting some of the rock from the creek. That's going to be at the base of the well, but of course I got a lot more rock to go yet. And I just pumped everything out. It had 660 gallons of water, and we know that because it says right here, don't know if you'll be able to read that or not, but it says 220 gallons per minute, 220 GPM, 220 gallons per minute, and it took just a little over 3 minutes to completely empty it. So about 660 gallons. And the average bathtub has about 45 gallons to 50 gallons of water in it. So you can do the math. We're gonna go ahead and go on down here a little bit. But you can do the math on that. 45 gallons, just figure it at 50 gallons per bathtub, and there's 660 gallons in this well. So that's an 8-foot ladder now. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but I've moved from a 6-foot ladder to an 8-foot ladder. I couldn't get up to this step right here without a 8-foot ladder, so I had to jump up to an 8-foot ladder now. But that's an 8-foot ladder, and it's probably too dark for you guys to see, but I'll go on down in here, maybe you'll be able to see it. But if you just take the 660 and divide it by, yeah, you're not going to be able to see it too well. You might be able to see the reflection of the water down here, and that's about it. But anyway, if you take 660 and divide that by 50, that'll tell you how many bathtubs worth of water was down in here. And we'll just quickly take a look upwards. And that's the very, very top. And this is right where, climb back up this ladder here. That's where the collapse took place, and of course they had all these steps from right there all the way down to the ladder here, completely full of that stuff up there. And then down here at the very bottom, of course, it had I don't know, about 2.5 foot of that stuff. So you can see the roots are about the only thing holding it up now. So eventually, as that begins to dry out, if it doesn't rain, that'll eventually collapse down as well. That part up at the top there, it's just hollow under there, and the roots are the only thing holding it up. But those roots, they hold dirt pretty good. You can see the roots. And then just one more time looking downward. Let me get on out of here. Anyways, guys, that's the update. I'm going to go ahead and finish it out to 20 foot here. And at that point, and by the way, it refills at about, at this point, it's refilling at about 100 gallons every 12 hours. Which, that's not very good, okay? I don't want anybody to think that's great or anything. It's not by any means. But, about every 12 hours. So, but once all this stuff is in here, it's going to go from that pond up there. That's the big pond, and I'll show you on a map. But that's the big pond. Then, of course, right behind there, where you see the tree or those metal posts right there, there's a trough that runs down through there. And then it's going to come on the back side of those hay bales and come right down through there with another trough. Then there'll be another trough that's going to run right through here. Okay, so and then eventually there'll be a basically kind of like a pond all the way around the well itself, except right there where we started to put the higher section in, which will be the pathway into the well. Okay, that's as far as we got with that, and it needs to be packed down and everything else. It's just kind of slopped in there right now for now. And we got to move it around and do a couple things too, but I had to make sure the water could still drain, because if not, we're going to have more collapses. And what happened was, when we had those 6 inches of rain, half a foot of rain in about 6 hours, it all got stuck right here, and it soaked into the ground, went underground, and eventually that's where it collapsed in at. And I'll just go back around here to show you real quickly. Okay, right there where it was flooding, and then you come around here, and right here is the collapse. Okay, literally the water got piled up out there, went under the dirt, got below the roots, and as soon as it did, then from there all the way to there, it got wiped out. That whole area just collapsed straight down. Covered all the steps. I had to clean them off, and then about 2 foot of it down there at the very bottom down there, which you probably can't see very well at this point. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get on off here so I can get to work. I love you guys. Locate the word, guys. Get in the word, stay in the word, and get the word in you. The truth is an amazing thing, and I think everybody on the planet deserves it, but everybody's got to has to find it for themselves, and that's important. It's very important. So here we are, guys, in March, and the trees are starting to get their green back. But I'm gonna get off here, guys. I'm not gonna waste your time or anything. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.